What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, taking a look at the newly buffed Virizion in the Open Ultra League. Guys, Virizion learned Sacred Sword, its signature fighting type move today. And man, Sacred Sword is actually a very strong move. Think Weather Ball, but before it got nerfed. You know, Niantic was like, hey, Weather Ball is too strong. But then they left Sacred Sword as the same stats and did not nerf it. So it's a very strong move. We're going to be jumping on into some of these battles. In this first one, I have Talonflame up against my Alolan Muck. This is actually where I want to see Talonflame because I don't have answers for it in the bag. And you're going to notice throughout these battles, I'm just running teams that I have a lot of fun with. Like on this team, I'm going to be running double nuke Surfetch. So I'm going to be running Surfetch that has Fury Cutter as its fast move, Close Combat as a charge move, and Brave Bird as its second charge move. So it's definitely not the most optimal move set, but it is something that still has play. Like I'm not just throwing these games. It's a Pokemon that I have played in the past and had some success with. So like you're gonna see right here, Brave Bird, boom, takes out half of Cresselia's health, and now I can shield up whatever they throw right here, and I'm going to be able to easily reach another Brave Bird to be able to threaten a shield. So like, yes, these are not the recommended move sets, but they're fun move sets that do still have some play. So like, here we go, boom, there we go, another Brave Bird landing. Going to be able to farm down Cresselia with either my back two Pokemon at this point. Going to go ahead and let my Surfetch go and rely on Virizion, knowing that they only have a Swampert left in the bag, and Virizion is going I always like want to say Verizon, like, you know, the phone store. Virizion is going to absolutely wall this Swampert. I'm going to be able to do double super effective damage with the Leaf Blades while resisting all of the ground and water type attacks, and most of the time in the Ultra League, Swamperts are not going to be running Sludge Wave, so I'm not really even afraid of that. Not even going to really worry about it. So I am going to go ahead and throw this next Leaf Blade. I am only one fast move away from making it to the next Leaf Blade. And that's what's really nice about Virizion. It gets to these charge moves extremely quickly. It's very, very spammy. And both of these charge moves are actually very strong charge moves. Now, it doesn't put out any kind of fast move pressure. So that is one of the pitfalls of it. And it has a lot of weaknesses. I'm telling y'all, like a lot. Like double weak to flying, it's weak to fairies, it's weak to poison, fire, ice, psychic. Yeah, it has a lot of weaknesses. So covering for those, definitely challenging. I think that it worked somewhat with this team. That's why I have Surfetched as my safe swap, because I'm able to lure out most of those typings. But Mug's not able to cover for everything. For example, this Nidoqueen. I don't really have an answer for Nidoqueen. I do have to get out of here at some point because I know I need my Muk aligned with that Sylveon later on. And I'm going to go ahead and eat what I thought was going to be a Poison Fang. But no, they throw the Earth Power, and oh my gosh, it does so much damage. So I'm close to the close combat. I'm like, you know what? I'll go ahead and give up a shield. Hopefully they won't want to shield as well. But we die as we're getting the close combat. That is absolutely horrible. I'm going to have to come in with Virizion now and try to fast move down while taking super effective damage from all of the poison type moves. So the Poison Fang, you could see, does quite a bit of damage. Oh my gosh, into the yellow by the time I'm actually able to take them out. But I do have a Leaf Blade ready to throw into the Sylveon. So let's see if they respect it. It will do quite a bit of damage here, but they do throw up a shield. So I can come in now with my Muk, going to be building up and going for the Acid Spray as quickly as I can, but I do have to shield up the Psyshock here, which is unfortunate. Like, Psyshock is resisted, probably wouldn't have quite taken me out, but the Charms after would have. And my deer is not going to be able to take out the Sylveon by itself. So they do eat the Acid Spray. In the back, they have a Jellicent. So I'm going to be going for the Acid Spray after 4 hexes. And I'm hoping that I get a shield and that this is a CMP tie right here. So we get the shield, and yes, we CMP tied them on the Bubble Beam. Bubble Beam would normally be enough to take me out, but they do undercharge it, which is very nice by them. But I should still be able to make it to the Leaf Blade against this Jellicent. This is going to be hitting for super effective damage. Is it enough to take out bulky Jellicent? No, it's not enough. It puts them into the red, but they are going to be able to reach the Shadow Wall here, and that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. So you can see, you know, Virizion just had absolutely no play against that entire team, which is just kind of the theme. It just has so many weaknesses. So But I am going to showcase mostly wins from here on out so y'all can see how strong it can be, the potential that it does have with the new moveset if you can find ways to cover for those weaknesses. So into this next one, up against the Dragon Breath Giratina. Actually not a good lead for my Poison Jab Muck, but I don't have a better answer. So I'm going to be going straight for the Dark Pulse here. It does land, puts them into the yellow, and I'm going to need to get to another one. But they're at their next Dragon Claw, and I know they have extra energy as well. So if I shield this, they're just going to be able to shield and get to another Dragon Claw. Not really worth the shield. Going to play out the 0 shield scenario here and hope that this Dark Pulse can land. And yes, it takes out the Giratina. Now they're going to be coming out with a Swampert. I'm going to pivot into my Surfetch, and I expected them to dip out of this, knowing that Surfetch normally runs Leaf Blade, but they're actually staying in and throwing. So I'm going to go ahead and eat the first Hydro Cannon, going to Overfarm, and then go for the close combat. If they no shield, this will one-shot them. Let's see it. Come on. Nope, they do want to throw up a shield there. Makes sense, but then they throw their energy, which is good for me. Like, they probably could have just mud shot me down and had a lot of energy for my Virizion, so I'm very happy that they threw that immediately. So now I can come in with Virizion, of course, be walling this Swampert unless they are running Sludge Wave, which I don't really worry about. So I am going to go ahead and no-shield this first one, just the Hydro Cannon, even from a Shadow Swampert. Like, that did not do very much damage, so I was very happy to see that. And in the back, they have a Registeel. We have Sacred Sword. Boom, going to be doing some nice damage onto this Registeel. I mean, it's not like one-shot damage or anything, but considering how quickly you get to these, like, that's pretty impressive damage, I would say. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot up the Flash Cannon. It's definitely going to be doing more than Hydro Cannons or even an Earthquake from the Swampert would do. And now I can throw my third Sacred Sword. Let's see if they want to give up their final shield right here. If they do, I'll easily make it to another one, and they recognize that, so they don't shield. But I recognize that their switch clock is not up, so I'm going to come in with my Poison Jab Muck and force them to dump some energy. So they do finally swap out into Swampert, but I already have a Leaf Blade ready to go. Oh my goodness, like, Virizion, chill with the spamminess, come on. So they're going to be building up. I can just go ahead and throw up a shield here. I mean, I might as well use my shield at some point. The Hydro Cannon would not KO, but maybe an Earthquake would have. I don't think so, but just in case, might as well shield. Going to go for the Leaf Blade here. That will KO the Swampert, and then just a couple more quick attacks are going to KO the Registeel. And that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Virizion actually carrying me in that match. That was nice. All right, into the next one. Changed up the team a little bit. Running a Talonflame lead with a Trevenant safe swap, but I have a great lead here. They're going to be running Alolan Ninetales, of course, taking super effective damage from all of Talonflame's fire type attacks, and I'm only taking neutral from all their ice type attacks. Now, we did get quite a bit of lag there. Unfortunately, like, I didn't know how much energy they had after that, but I can still go with the Flame Charge. They do throw up a shield, and I'm going to be able to reach to this next one as they are throwing their next Weather Ball. Now, I know I can survive this, and if they want a double shield, I'm perfectly okay with that, because even though both of my back two Pokemon are weak to ice type attacks, they're not going to be healthy enough to get off too much of them. So wasn't really worried about it. They do decide to go ahead and let Ninetales go. I safe swap into my Trevenant to answer for the Machamp, and they have a Greedent in the back. So Greedent, of course, very bulky, very, very spammy, but we have a fighter that is going to do so well against this Greedent. I'm going to be able to chip away with the Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb's, of course, not the best move, but it does do some nice chip damage, and then I'm going to CMP tie them on this next one, assuming that they actually threw the next crunch. So that's the importance of knowing counts, guys. You're able to force scenarios like this. So now Greedent is going to leave this with less than half health and 0 energy, so that's really good for me. Now I can come in with my Virizion and I can go for the Sacred Sword. I'm not going to throw immediately because I knew that they would get to the Body Slam. It would have been a false CMP if I threw immediately and they still would have been able to throw the Body Slam. So now I can Overfarm and throw the Sacred Sword before they get to their next Body Slam. So we'll see if they want to give up a shield here or if they want to save it for Machamp. They are going to save it for Machamp, and you can see Sacred Sword able to take out the bulky Greedent. I was really happy to see that. And now I can go for the Leaf Blades against this Machamp. Now, both Leaf Blade and Sacred Sword are 35 energy. And even though Sacred Sword is a very good move, Leaf Blade is even stronger. I mean, Leaf Blade is probably one of the most busted charge moves in the game. Just not that many things have it. So if a Pokemon has Leaf Blade, you run Leaf Blade on it, right? So here's the Leaf Blade, nearly takes them out. I still have a shield, and I'm going to easily be able to farm down. That's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Virizion again taking out 2 Pokemon. You love to see it. All right, changed up the team again, running Regirock on the lead this time, and I have absolutely no answer for Nidoqueen. I mean, Trevenant technically beats Nidoqueen if you can land the Shadow Ball, but that's a pretty tricky matchup anyway. So I'm going to be staying in. They do decide to bait me with the Poison Fang, which I thought was interesting. Now, 1 Earth Power would not have KO'd, so I guess that makes sense for them to debuff me first and then go for the Earth Power. So I'm going to try to catch this Earth Power on my Trevenant, but they actually go past it. So this is just going to be the Poison Fang. Of course, Poison Fang hits for neutral, and then they're going to be bringing out a Mandibuzz. So I'm going to be chunking some Shadow Balls. Both Shadow Ball and Seed Bomb are going to be resisted, so Shadow Ball is going to be the better move here. Does, I mean, a little bit of damage. I mean, Mandibuzz is so bulky, like, resistant moves into Mandibuzz is just pain trying to take it out. But we do get them into the yellow, which is nice. They farm is completely down, so they have 2 moves ready to go. But I have a Stone Edge ready to go on my Regirock. So if they want to get off those 2 moves, they're going to have to give up a shield here. And it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to, knowing that they have a Nidoqueen that can basically one-shot me from this health. So they're going to actually come out with Scrafty in the back. I immediately swap into Virizion, knowing that their switch clock wasn't enough, and I'm able to get quite a bit of energy before they come in with the Nidoqueen. So I'm going to be going for Leaf Blades here. They hit for neutral, and quite a bit of neutral damage at that. I mean, Nidoqueen, of course, very, very bulky, and I am going to be shielding up the Poison Fangs because the Poison Fangs are going to be doing a lot more than a power-up punch from Scrafty would do. So yeah, that's definitely where I'm going to be investing my shield. So able to get Thirst Shield off with the next Leaf Blade. I'm not quite going to be able to quick attack down, unfortunately, especially after they debuff my defense again with that Poison Fang. But I am able to get to another Leaf Blade. So let's see if they want to give up their second shield here or let this go. They do give up their second shield, which is very nice for me. I'm going to come back in with Regirock, and I'm at the Focus Blast when Scrafty comes back in. So you know this Scrafty is about to get blasted. Here it goes. Gonna make sure we hit all these bubbles. I need this to do maximum damage. Will it one-shot a Scrafty? Boom! Not a one-shot, but puts them into the red. Now, they definitely have to throw again, or else I get to the Stone Edge. Stone Edge will be taking out the Scrafty, but there is still that Nidoqueen that I have to deal with, and I am very low on health. Nidoqueen is going to be able to Poison Jab me down. They only have 1 HP. I sneak a quick attack through, but they are throwing the Poison Fang. Do I survive this Poison Fang? Yes! Virizion holds on and is able to take out the Nidoqueen. That's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, let's jump on into the next battle up against another Giratina lead. Again, running a different team, again with a Alolan Muk lead. And this is the one time that I did try out Stone Edge. Stone Edge is my second charge move on my Virizion. So I was really hoping that I would be able to get it aligned with the Talonflame. I wasn't able to do it in this battle. But if I did, man, like the chance to one-shot a Talonflame with Virizion, like, I'm going to have to play around with it a little bit more. I'm going to have to try to get it for a short or something, because, man, that's going to be awesome. But anyways, they had Giratina and then a Clefable, and already I know what this is. Like, this is going to be Double Charm for sure. There's no other lines that have these 2 Pokemon together. So I'm going to be answering the Clefable with my Escavalier. I expect that they're going to want to keep a shield, which they do, and then they're going to be able to Shadow Claw me down. Now, I probably could have ate one more Charm on my Escavalier before throwing that second Zero Run, and that would have given them less farm, which would have been a smart play, because now they have quite a bit of energy and they're going to be able to get to another Dragon Claw here. Now, what I'm trying to do is overfarm by as much as possible because I need to be able to Sludge Wave the next Charmer when they come in. But once I'm at 100 energy, I do have to throw. So here's the Dark Pulse. Let's see if they give up their shield here. They do not. Now I am going to have to give up my second shield on this Dragon Claw because, of course, I don't want Virizion to have to face off against a Charmer. But there it is. Togekiss. I know I'm not getting to 2 Sludge Waves. So what I'm going to do here is bait with the Dark Pulse, swap into Virizion, and try to get to the Stone Edge. Can I make it to the Stone Edge before I get charmed down? Yes, we are at the Stone Edge. Will this be enough to one-shot a Togekiss? Let's see it. Come on. Boom! Puts them into the red, but they are throwing their charge move as well. If this is Aerial Ace, it will KO. It's ancient power, so it doesn't KO, but it puts me in such an awkward position because, like, if that Giratina farms me down, then they get to another Dragon Claw, so I had to let my Virizion go, trying to get to the Dark Pulse. But no, they're able to take me out with the Shadow Claw, and oh my gosh, that is what Heartbreak is made of. I thought that I was going to be able to beat the double charm line, but no, they take the dub. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. Let me know what you thought of this team, or not this team, but this Pokemon in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, if you found it entertaining or useful in any way, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.